Yeah. So let's move ahead to the next question. It says, you and I have improved a lot in English. In English after joining Anil Nair classes. So perfectly fine. Who have improved? You and I. You and I is the subject. This is the verb. In English after joining Anil Nair classes, this is noun. This is preposition. Perfectly fine. There is no error in this. So this statement, the question is also saying, yeah, this joining English classes or any course in Anil Nair classes, definitely your scores will improve. Fine. Great. Let's move ahead to the next question. It was me who was responsible for. So now we'll ask the verb. Find out the verb, ask the question who or what. So who was it? It was I. So I need a I over here because I need the subject pronoun over here. Here I is the subject. Me is actually the object pronoun. So if it is an object pronoun, how can I use it in place of the subject? So that's what is the error over here. I repeatedly said I told you at the beginning of this class, learn the family of your subject pronouns and the object pronouns. Fine, your answer is A. Let's move ahead to the next question. She could not bear his separation. So she could not. Who could not? See, she could not bear what? Whose separation? See, his separation, when you say, you have to understand that we don't use the possessive word before favor. See, before a separation, because instead of that, you have to use the word like separation from him. This is actually the way you have to learn that with separation, we don't use the word something like the possessive pronouns. You can say separation from him. It's like an idiom for that, or a phrase which is always like this only. We never say his separation. It has to be separation from him. Clear? So the answer is C. We'll get rid of A, B and D. Next question. Again, the similar concept will be tested over here. If you want this job, you will need his flavor. So again, before the separation, before favor, we don't use the possessive pronouns. You will say favor from him. These are separation and favor are what? Abstract nouns. Right? Non-living things. But the non-living things, we don't need the possessive case. We always say from him. Right? Remember the table's leg. We'll say leg of the table. So favors, his favor, there could be favor from him. The same concept is given over here. These are all our abstract nouns for the simple reason that same rule which we have done in our nouns is applicable over here also. So revise your noun concept. Yeah. Next one. Every of 5 children. Every of 5 children. How will you say every of 5 children? It has to be each of 5 children standing in the corner of the room is dexterous in painting. So we will have each before, will not have A is the answer. Next question. He introduced to the chairman. Whom he has introduced to the chairman? Who introduced? He introduced. Right? He introduced whom? He has to introduce someone, na? So we need a pronoun himself. He has not introduced anybody else but himself to the chairman as the general secretary of the party. So B, C and D are fine, but A is the error. You need a reflexive pronoun over here. Next one. He being a destitute, fine. I admitted him, fine, to an orphanage. Perfectly fine, no error. D is our answer. 1/4 of the time, no error is the right answer. So please don't hesitate to select D as no error. One should keep his promise. Again, our consistency is coming in the picture over here. Right? So if you have used one, how can you use his? So it has to be one's promise. Clear? One glance only you should see. You get only 20 minutes to do 30 questions. So 30 questions are there and 20 minutes are there. Where is the time, dear? So one glance, if something could be solved, solve it and move ahead to the next question.
anywhere, any place, and on the go. Come, let us go the other way in learning. Download our revolutionary app for free. ANC.